Come here. All right, now that we're kind of getting in the fall, I want to do a few things I want to do. First thing is I want to put in a new fire pit over here. My other one rusted out, so I want to put in a nice one over here because this time of year I'm going to be using a fire pit a lot more. Also want to clean up the scrap building material now that I've got the exterior of this mostly done. Another big thing I want to do after the rough grading for this building, I don't have any grass over in here anymore, so I want to do some grading because I'm having some water and drainage issues around this building. I want to go through here, regrade around this building, then go back and plant some grass. So I have some grass. Plus plant some grass over here too. All right, I already got rid of that metal. Now I got these rocks. Let's see what we can do for a fire pit. All right. Some of those are some pretty big rocks. The only ones that I could physically pick up were these two and that one in the corner there. It's smaller. The rest of these, you just kind of have to roll around. I like that. That looks good. What? Oh, little bird. Let's see if this thing will start. Got gas. Got oil. Whoa, that looks like it's way over full. I'm gonna drain a little bit of that out. All right, let's see. All right, I can burn that. What's in there? Much more cardboard. All right. Still got a bunch of cardboard. That's all scrap too. That's just got a bunch of nails in it. I don't want to burn that. Some of that stuff I still need. I still need that stuff too. Some of this stuff has nails in it too. That's okay. Those are good. That I don't need. Got that out. This pry bar I made is actually like, it's one of the best things ever. That end, I was able to pry that right out. Got that fork on the end of it too. Pretty cool. Just gotta fill that hole in and do a little bit more bracing. And no post. All right. This is kind of cheating, but all right, that should be a good first fire to break in this fire pit. And get rid of all that cardboard and paper, because that's been overflowing for a while. All right, this is what I got to do some grading with. All right, so the idea is I don't want water running into the building, which I'm already kind of having problems with. So it's high here, low there. I need to cut a swale that goes around this building to let the water go down the hill. I also need a swale going around this side of the building as well, so I don't have water running in on this side either. Here's that fire pit a little while later. Pretty nice. Got dark on me, but I did end up getting this finished. All right, here's this during the day. General slope away from the building. Same thing back here. Water's gonna wanna come around and out that way, or around and back this way. Also got that log rack that was falling apart out of here. Want to clean this up, get some grass throughout here. Try and get some grass growing back in here. And then also, since it's October, I want to go ahead and cut the grass up here for the last time this year. Well, I think my fun has been short-lived because this thing quit mowing. What happened? Yeah, that belt jumped off. That's okay. I was pretty much done. I was just kind of mulching up some of this stuff. Yeah, this looks a lot better. A little tore up, but those little garden tractors are fun. And everybody thinks you need like a brush mower or something, but just get a cheap garden tractor. This looks pretty good. My leaf blower is broke. I wish I would have known that because I just fixed one, and I would have fixed that one at the same time. But other than a few leaves, it's not too bad. All right, I tried to do that 50-50 fescue and 50-50 ryegrass. All right, I even went ahead and had some extra. I overseeded this entire area. I think she already scared all the frogs in. What else? That is like all firewood. At some point when it gets a little bit colder, I'm gonna cut that up. I want to get rid of all the scrap metal. This just doesn't look good. I'd like to get rid of this scrap metal and clean up some of the stuff around here. Get rid of that pile of dirt. And then all of this needs to get cut up or just get burned. Clean this up. What you think? Oh, you're all wet. All right, gotta get trim on this side and closing my eaves. What else we got going on? Still got some work to do in here. This, I gotta put that belt back on. I'm just gonna leave that in here for now. Until it's in the way, I'll put it back outside, but I'm pretty much done with this probably until April, so that just needs to be cleaned up and put away. Whole place is just a mess and needs to be organized. Out here could use some organizing. That needs to go to the dump. That needs a battery. That needs a bracket made. This needs a title. I'm working on that. That thing's actually perfect. All right, this was just kind of a little fall cleanup for my drop yard. Got this place looking a lot better. Still got to fix my leaf blower, but I'm hoping that grass comes in. Another project coming up too is I need to put in a bigger gate, and I want to put in a bigger gate and move it back about 10 feet so it's a little bit easier to get in and out of this driveway. More and more projects by the week. But it's fun stuff, I guess. And then, oh, this side-by-side too. I kind of like to work on that again. This thing's been sitting for a while. Maybe I'll pull that thing out and work on it. I guess I'll just kind of see what seems like it's the highest priority project to work on next. Alright, I planted this grass 2 weeks ago today, and you can see it's starting to come up in some places. We've had like no rain, so some of the more compact places you can see it has not come up at all. I've had a very hard time growing grass here, but yeah, like over here, there's a couple. Come up back through here. Yeah. Got some more coming up here. What you think? All right, I got some of these emblems from the junkyard. I already started putting some on here. I want to put some more up there. Those look kind of cool. I like that. I got stickers in here, but I think the emblems look kind of cool. So I like to kind of keep going on that. Also, when I was at the junkyard, got some extra car parts and stuff. That's actually the old one. That's not Eclipse. I also like to keep stuff in tubs. Keeps it somewhat clean and a little bit more organized. Shop's kind of messy, but I'm still hanging on until I get the addition fully done. Got a garage door that I just need to go pick up that needs to go on this wall. But I'm gonna try and finish this up next weekend. Just got a little bit more trim to do on the outside and closing the eaves along with the door. On this wall, I gotta move all this stuff. So So I gotta figure out where all that stuff's gonna go. Then get that door there needs to go away. But I just have my wisdom tooth pulled, so I've been kind of taking it easy for this weekend. But next weekend should be hopefully a pretty productive weekend. What do you think? What do you got, grass? Huh? All right, I guess that's all for now.